like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Good. Check 37. Watch the safety creep. Alert, 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 alert. Go.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going top shelf for Smith. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 26. Hey, 88.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Johnson's got it complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's good.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Trubisky will throw. He completes it to Julio Jones.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Right. And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On play action, Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now this throw complete to Washington. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers again now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here we go. Alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the slant.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18.
Throwing near Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Cook. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
58, right over there, yeah.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. They'll let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Jones has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Chicago. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing again. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Able to find Switzer. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have retaken the lead. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special. Your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast. Bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is taken at the 3. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over the 6-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Robinson's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action. Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
180. Mike 50. Push him back. Red, go.
This time, Trubisky will throw. It's caught. Jones. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And give him a gain of 37. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Again, it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And the result of 8 leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Trubisky will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, check. 45.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man is Switzer, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
58, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Rodgers going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Just keeping the play alive. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
He's going to let it go deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Steelers 24. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
Get 300. Get 300. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now he'll let it go deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
69. Steelers 30. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over first and 10
Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, 88. Look at this.
On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
30. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A good pickup there at 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. first down. Here's the run with Cook.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and 9, Rodgers. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now Trubisky. Looking in zone for Jones. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there. Football.